All right, so this house you're looking at is one of my other houses. All right, so essentially what I do, I buy houses like that. It's pretty ugly and it needs a lot of work. The ACs.
Like a help?
Huh?
It needs like a lot of help?
Yeah, a lot of help. So we buy those and then we fix them up and then we rent them to people like I explained to you. So we're gonna go inside and see how bad it looks. Come on. All right, let me get the key. So I have a lock box here with a code. I'm not giving this up.
I wanna know.
So I have a code here, and I use the same code for all the lock boxes. Those lock boxes have the keys, have all the keys in there to the doors.
So no one could get in.
Yeah. So when I send somebody to work for me, I can just give them the code, so they have the key, so I don't have to come open the door for them. Okay. So this house is part of this whole house, so that's our house as well. We gotta fix that one too.
That has a lot of stuff over there.
Yep. So I'm gonna show you how nasty these things look and smell. But the nastier they smell, the nastier they look, guess what? The more money you make. So you like nastiness. Whew. Smell that?
Ew.
What do you smell?
It smells terrible.
Actually, I smell money.
What?
Yeah, the worse that it smells, the more money. So when we get a place like that, we're gonna fix it up and make it all nice. We're gonna do a nice kitchen with cabinets, just like we have in our house. We're gonna paint it. We're gonna get rid of the smell. We're gonna change the windows, and the bathrooms. The bathroom probably stink too.
Ew.
But we're gonna change everything in the bathroom, the tub. So we make it look really nice so we can charge people more money to live in the house. And then, that way you make more money. You get it? Mm-hmm. Yep. So yeah, we like when they look like this and nasty and smelly and dirty because we make more money from it.
Yeah, because you're working super hard to make the money.
Right. And I'm not the one who's gonna fix it up. I have a team that fix it up for me. Right? I just manage everything. Just
like put things in order?
So I make sure that everybody know what they're supposed to do. Right? So I tell everybody what they're supposed to do and when they're supposed to come to work and stuff like that. Right? So that's because they work for me. So that's another house. That's a bigger one, right? But as you can tell, it's nasty. I'm pretty sure you wouldn't want to live here, right? What about this?
Ew! Are rats living in there?
No, there's no rats. Let me show you. There's no rats here. But this is what goes on behind the wall of your bathrooms, even the one at our house. You can't see it in our house because you have a wall that's hiding all this. But behind our kitchen, it looks exactly like that. This is the hot water, this is the cold water. And when you drain something down the sink, this is where it goes. Right? So it looks just like that in a regular house. We just have it more close so you don't really see it. So this house here, it has 4 parts to it. It means that I can rent it to 4 different people. Somebody could live on this side, somebody live on that side, somebody live in the back, and then somebody could live in the front side because there's another one in the front. So it means that you have 4 people that's paying you every month, right? Like the other house that I have by grandma's house, it's 1 person. So I only have to deal with 1, but here I got to deal with 4 different people and make sure they pay and then make sure they keep their place nice. Right?
And don't destroy the walls.
Don't destroy the walls and don't destroy, the glass, everything. Keep it nice and then, you make more money when it's more people living in one apartment instead of just one person living in just one house. Okay? So that's pretty much one house. We're gonna go see 2 more I have. It's gonna be like a house that you actually wanna live in. You're gonna be like, oh my gosh, this is a beautiful house.
Better than that.
Hey, no house is better than no house.
We need a mansion.
Huh?
We need a mansion.
We'll get a mention one day. We'll get a mention.
I'll help you make money. I'll sell lemonade and have Gino there because people love lemonade.
Gotcha. Get in the car. You can sit in the front seat.
Daddy, I'm gonna go buy something to eat.
So yep, that's one of the houses I have here. So every time you see me coming to the business, you know, I would come to the houses and make sure everything is fine and see the work that needs to do and stuff like that. So we're gonna see two other houses I have close by. Alright, so we're gonna go see a couple of other houses I have close by here. And it's nice that they're close because I can go from one to the other one quickly. Do you have any question about what we talked about so far?
Well, I don't have a question about what we're talking about, but I do have something about like homes.
Yeah.
When you like make more money, are you gonna own an apartment for people to live in?
Yeah, so the building we just look at, essentially it's an apartment. It's just not a big apartment, right? Because it has multiple people living in there. So yes, my goal and my vision is at some point to own
An apartment?
multiple big apartments and even hotels and, you know, big buildings like the ones you see here. So yeah, eventually that's the plan. That's where I want to get to. And at
Because
some
a
point,
lot of people will live there.
right,
Well, a lot of
which
people
means what?
stay there. That means you'll get like a lot of money.
Right. So the more people you can give house to stay, the more money you can make. And the more money you make, the more you can spend, right? You love
Then
spending
we'll
money.
be able to get a mansion, a dog, and a butler.
Yeah, so eventually my goal is for you and Gino is to own a house by the time you guys are 15.
I'll be 15 before Gino.
Yeah, so when
By
you
the
turn
time he's
15,
10, I'm gonna be 15.
right, when you turn 15, and that's in 6 years, I'm gonna buy you a house so you can do the same thing I'm doing here, right?
Like create my own.
Yep, you're gonna have to manage. I'm gonna help you to get everything set up. I'm gonna help you to fix it up, get somebody to rent it from you, but you're gonna have to manage it. You gotta make sure they pay on time.
Make sure they pay on the right day.
Make sure you pay your taxes as well. You gotta pay tax on the money you make, and make sure if they have a problem in the house, because they're gonna call you and say, hey, my bathroom is not working. Hey, you know, my light is not working. You're gonna have to make sure those get fixed. You don't have to do it yourself.
But you can have your team do it?
Yeah, you can have a team do it, exactly. So, but yeah, when you turn 15, I will buy you a house. That's my promise to you. I'll buy you your own house, and then you'll do exactly what I'm doing here. And if you like it, you can continue buying more houses. If you don't like it, you could do whatever you want with that house. But
I can fix it up my own way.
Yep, it's up to you if you like what I'm doing. But I'm gonna keep showing you what I'm doing so that way you could understand it more and decide whether you like it or not. But you don't have to do what I do. But at least I'm gonna show you. That way you can make a decision whether you wanna do it or not.
And when I
So these two houses we're looking over there.
Those ones?
Guess who own them?
You.
I own both of these houses.
Both of those houses that are the
these
same?
two. That are the same.
Is that a chicken?
That is a chicken. That's a rooster.
What would that be like?
So these houses are bigger than the one we just saw, right? Both of these buildings, we have to do the same thing, which is repair them. Obviously, you see they're not repaired yet. We got plenty to repair, both of them. And there's a total of 6 doors. You know what that means? If there's 6 doors?
Yeah, so there's 3 houses on this side and 3 on this side.
Yeah, but what does it mean when we have 6 doors? What does each door mean?
Like 6 people could live in each house.
Yes, there's a total of 6 people that can leave. So essentially 1 person per door, right? So that means I rent it to 6 different people. That's
And
what the doors mean.
You'll get 6 times the money.
Yes, you get paid from 6 different people, right? So we'll see. We won't go inside because there's people living in them. There's a cat.
I want to touch it.
No,
Can I scare it off?
no, come on. So right now, there's people living in those, so we won't be able to go inside. But
Yeah, I can see it.
you could kind of see it. But it's yeah. When we fix those up and put nice landscaping here, nice lights,
Flowers.
beautiful flowers, it's gonna look so much better. Yeah, it's gonna look so much better. So maybe I might use your help to help me design some stuff. You wanna help with that, like the flowers and the
Yeah.
beds and stuff? I might do that.
And like the walls.
Yeah,
The
I might.
type of prints for the counter.
Yep, I might use your help to do that. We won't, like, when you own houses, like usually the grass and the outside you take care of it. Like the roof, if there's a problem with the roof,
Then you have to.
you're
fix
the
it.
one who has to fix it, not the people living. But inside of the house, it depends what kind of problem. But most of the time, the tenant that lives in the house is gonna call you and said, hey, my bathroom is not working. Hey, my kitchen, my stove is not working. But the outside, usually you have to make sure you hire somebody to cut the grass to make it look nice all the time. That way your business or your building, your house can stay beautiful all the time. Okay? So again, there's 6 people living here, and I gotta deal with all of them all the time.
I have a question. Are you gonna change the tiles, like the color? Cause it
Yeah,
looks
I'm
like
painting
there's
it.
blood.
I'm painting it. I might do like more like a white with like brown. I'm gonna paint this whole building.
Okay, why are you gonna be brownish?
Yeah, I might do all white on the bricks.
On one side,
Yeah,
the color.
yeah, yeah. I'm gonna paint all of it. It's gonna look beautiful when we're done. Just